Hello everybody, my name is Remys Kosm, the Surveyor from the Crimson Star, and welcome to the stream. What I have for you today, as you may or may not know, I'd assume you know, but it's Sunless Sea. I have played this game a fair amount on stream, so now I'm hoping to actually finish it. And hey, we actually got a different loading screen for once. Is that a turtle? Or the helm of a ship? Or lights for London? Who knows, really? Guessing it's not a turtle since I can see pipes and lights. But they do look like eyes. Also, because it's been a while, I have no idea what I was doing when I last played. But doesn't matter, I think I was looking for some guy for my father's bones. Admiral, do I have port reports? No. What do I have? A live specimen. A long box. And I have the sun. The alarming scholar, perchance? No. A brass embassy? No. What do I need right now? Well, I need this for one. Only 18? Wow. The damn rats, huh? Yeah, let's buy some supplies and try again, eh? Just try again. A benevolent, my tongue. A benevolent infestation. Rats sweep over your ship like tide. Day and night, their tiny tools click. Your crew step over them cautiously. Eventually, the rat tide withdraws. How good a job have they done? I got 18 hull, really? They don't usually gimp me this bad. What's going on? Actual scam. What nonsense is this? I'll try one more time before I just turn to more lucrative methods. Wow, 10 terror. Damn bastards. Well then. I don't remember what... Where do I need to go for my thing? For the story? For the purpose of my goal? A witness to nothing. The Z beyond King Eater's castle is dark and empty. Very nice. Now, for the quest, please. Oh, your father's bones? Visit the Fathom King. Well, I have no clue where the Fathom King is. But there aren't very many spots where he could be. This block... This vertical. I guess we swing this way, through the top of the Uttershroom first. the Unterstrom. And well, if I'm going to be using fuel for lights anyway, I might as well go under the sea, yes? Might as well. Just good practice. Yeah, so 2 days ago? Now, I think? Oh crap, why is there a current pouring towards London? What is this nonsense? When I've streamed the Heroes Hour, I believe? Yes, Heroes Hour. And you see, I ended stream, and then after stream, I played a bit more on my own time. What the Yeah, I played a bit more on my own time, and then I realized that the game is just pretty much just Warhammer, but retro. And simplified, obviously. I mean, it's a pixel game. The appeal is in its simplicity, but still. What the... Ew. Bile pustules. I also found that the game is horribly unbalanced. Well, not unbalanced. It's broken, which, in that weird sense, it's so broken it wraps back around to being balanced. Also, why is there so little in the Untersee right now? I come down here for loot and ghost ships, not to just sail around. What is that? Is that a thing? Oh, I guess there's something over there. Wait. No, I think I've been there already. What was I saying? Something about, Heroes Hour? Oh yeah. It's horrendously busted because, if you want to win, you basically, your victory is decided the moment you pick your, hero. Because if your hero has a snowballing ability, you win. You just win. Is that a real one or a fake? Nope, it's a real one. Go get the sunken treasure. A locked chest. The chest is so rusted, it's easier to chisel away the metal than to open it. What could be inside? Hard as stone. Close examination reveals that this was once a knot of flesh, salted for preservation. It is hardened until it resists even the edge of your Wharncliffe. Sharp spines protrude from it like a pufferfish. Why would anyone make such a thing? And up we go. Fish. Rest your reef. Oh, we're close to the salt line, so we might as well just sail through fog of war. But yeah, in Heroes Hour, there are certain snowballing abilities like the Dragon one, Necromancy, and the Demon Pact. To a lesser extent, there's also whatever nonsense the Sirens have. But that's on a hard timer, as in turn timer, as opposed to just in battle. And it's also not particularly effective. Oh, and also the blood thing. The promotion ability. The promotion ability is honestly one of the most crucial. The snowballing. because it works for any faction. See, we don't want to pick the demonology one for anyone who isn't that faction, like the original faction for that. Because it's, well, you can still use it, it's just you waste EXP. Rack. Earn your entry. The wreckers surround your Dr. Submarine. They greet you with crooked blades and rusted blunderbusses. Easy, trespasser. You want in? You prove you belong here. Tell of your exploits. Impress them with tales of your daring, or at least make yourself the hero of a violent story you overheard. I have plenty of these. Wrestle them. That's right. All of them. This could go badly. Wrestle them. You launch headlong into the crowd, taking a sinewy scavenger and two of the fellows behind her down into the floor. You leap onto a cruel pack of poets who curse you in Greek, flip a miner who rushes at you with a hooked knife, headlock a sailor who screams an ancient Assyrian war cry. One catches you from behind in a hug. She laughs in your ear. The rest of the trespassers raise their weapons and cheer. Damn fine, trespasser. Welcome to Rack. The city is in want. Ships slurred by false promises and lights litter the Z floor. Their broken hulls make a city for the wreckers. The citizens are in constant motion, working to survive and appease the fair king, who sits deep within the city on his wheeled throne. Buy an audience with the fair king. The wreckers fear and adore their king. With the right offering, you may be able to meet him. Go wrecking. If you can lure the ships towards Rack, the wreckers may sink them. The king himself will reward you. Eavesdrop on the wreckers. Learn where they are operating. Maybe you can warn the ports for the sake of goodness and profit. Taste the tether. There is a weed that grows on the broken ships. To taste it is a privilege reserved for successful wreckers. Compile a port report. The Admiralty would be very interested in the wreckers' activities. The wreckers know their duties. The poets write enticing lies. Talkers travel to other ports to spread them. Miners construct the devices which will sink the lured ships, and salvagers strip them bare. The most celebrated of the wreckers wear no special costume but are easily identified. They mumble poems in Arabic to themselves. They whistle lively tunes in new scales. They wear heavy gloves and carry silver clippers with which to cultivate together or tether. You now have one of this. Whenever I do that voice, I do it instead of s. You now have one of this. A port report. Rack. Consider the state of the city. The wreckers look sallow. Stores are running low. There is enough food to subsist for a time, but the poets may soon be out of paper, and the miners won't be able to make their explosives if their powder isn't refreshed. But the fair king ensures there is order. He goes without, just as his subjects do, and he sees that those who forsake their work for despair are flogged. Visit the shops tab, eh? Working of prisoner's honey. No, I'm not gonna buy it for supplies. Are you insane? Supplies for 40 pounds. Psychotic. Follow an echo through the hulls. Many wreckers sing, but none quite like this. Careful, trespasser. A wrecker warns as you approach. You escaped from Dahut. Mind your manners, or you might lose an ear. He looks up from a water-warped pianoforte, adjusting his glasses. His hand is stained with ink. There is music written on the wallpaper behind him. The escaped composer's song. "Take this with you," says the composer. It is a score scratched into a seed of seaweed. Sure. Away from Dahoot. The composer explains. "While I languish in a cell in Dahoot, dining on drowny slops, this is the music I wish to have." You glance over the score. The tune suggests the impact of metal and stone, a broken shell, a bubble of air slowly rising to the surface. This is not a cheerful song for a submarine. "There is a lady who was imprisoned alongside me. I don't even know her name, but her courage kept me whole. If you go there, rescue her. There is no one less deserving of a cell in that place." You now have won a song of broken hulls. I bid thee farewell, good sir. And that's all? That's all. Off we go then. We're headed... Yep, we're on the right angle. Can I get a sonar pulse? Can I get some shinies? No. Evidently not. The Z is quiet and I am despairing. Discovered. Rack. 50 fragments gained. Hey, light up the rock. Oh, that's a port of some sort. Is it Station 3? No, it's Visage. The sonar has picked up an underwater settlement. It is some distance to the east. Really now? Is it the Reef of Roses, perchance? Ooh, what's this? Oh, it's moving. That bodes ill. Rosewater Sailor I got. Crikey, what the ew. No. No, let me in, please. Let me in! Ah! Ew, disgusting creature. It shoots! Rosegate. It's not so much a port as a shop with a dock. Colored ceiling lights shine onto display cases lining the walls. A large shop counter dominates the room. Cigars, ashtrays, guillotines, or I guess guillotines, matches and carved boxes are all for sale. Each step here transports you into a new realm. At one moment, the heady aroma of summer flowers, then the earthy fug of fungus, the bitter warmth of morning coffee, the sickening sweetness of sweat and midnight honey. Witness a reunion. The crochet tobacconist bends over the shop counter, anointing a large sheet of paper. He glances up at the dogged apprentice and bites down on his cigar. His face is blackened with soot. "The last batch blew up on me. Doesn't look like you've been doing much better yourself." Oh, I have one? What the hell? A man's hope. The crochet tobacconist reaches across the counter to shake your hand. "Our patron has forsaken us. He's only interested in his project to the south. He left my apprentice to starve, and he hasn't arranged a delivery of the materials I require. I ran out of rubies to try to convince him otherwise, which makes your intervention all the more propitious." He puffs a great ring of smoke into the air above your head. It takes several moments for the halo to disperse. "Captain, we're on the verge of a tremendous breakthrough. I'm about to create something beautiful, something noble. A cigar which will burn underwater. I think I've finally found the right mixture. He taps the sheet on his counter. It is covered in incomprehensible, scrawling equations beyond the mathematical. 3 flavors. Something robust, something bitter, and something luscious. Once I have them, I can finally complete it. An occurrence. Your Rosegate's the pagadinist? The tobacconist's impatience. Qualities now 3. He won't wait forever. Cultivating robust, the taste of kettle steam, the taste of mild coffee, and the taste of a stale pastry. My friend, I don't think it's happening. How do I have the robust flavor? Laboring for the robust flavor. The crochetty tobacconist glowers at the rumbling crate. We need to shift the bloody thing up the stairs. Help us get up it, or will you? That better not be my stone men. One labored step at a time. The 3 of you carry the crate up the stairs. The apprentice takes heavy breaths. The tobacconist swears so often, you're uncertain if he breathes at all. Eventually, you make it into the workshop and chain the cargo into the corner. You unfinished bastard, the tobacconist huffs, stretching his back. We got you now. He looks a bit more dignified than my initial voice casting would presume. But what can you do? Ambiguous Aelith. Sample a high quality cigar? Take a pamphlet. Neatly printed histories of the shops are stacked high on one of the display cases. A notice encourages visitors to take one. Self-published plaudits. My tongue. Self-published plaudits. The pamphlet describes Rosegate as a cigar shop with a factory on the upper floor. True. Here, they produce and sell an unparalleled variety of cigars. Also true. The tobacconist is described as a world-renowned figure, respected for his dedication to his craft and the brilliance of his creative fiction. The pamphlet boasts that his genius will forever alter the tobacconist's art. Well, that remains to be proven. Feel for 20. Not interested. Kill the lights. I want nothing to do with that creature. Actually repulsive. Got something on the sonar. Off screen, maybe. Probably the damn disgusting thing. What are these? Rocks are blocking my sonar line of sight. How bothersome. Oh. A current. What is that? The sonar has picked up an underwater settlement a long way to the east. You figure that's an island. Well, I need to head up anyway to check south as well. Also, the submarine has been rather disappointing so far. Luckright's Reef, eh? Didn't have to Z-bat. The Promised Sea. All through this place, the song of drownies lies shivering sweet along the wind. Well, let's dip south and check it out. You'll have to forgive my tongue-tiedness. Usually don't stream this early in the morning. Wait, what do you mean, Remys? It's just noon. That's morning for me. The killing wax wind blows out from the... What the hell? Jack a dandy stack? Repugnant. Well, I sent out to Z, but there were no ports, so... Can't be arsed. Head in the lighthouse's beam, eh? Apparently that doesn't count as a valid light source. Or maybe it did, looking at how fast it's going down now. Into the depths we go, friends, to see what lies under the ocean. The Untersee, after all. Aigul. Can't remember if that's the one that gives food or not. Well, it does give food. You are not welcome here. A burst of Viric radiance. Aigul. The station is pinned to the surface of Aigul. Once it was a roving vessel, the Fortis Kettle, and floated freely from place to place. Now it is stuck on spines of fluke rock. Ask the first mate for help finding the regret of the sensitive brother. The impervious sister awaits an answer. She has set a rendezvous at Hunter's Keep. Bribe the first mate. The crew can't show you around. The first mate keeps the hatch keys, but rarely leaves the engine room. But they'll come out for Soulless fruit. Assemble a port report. The Admiralty would find this a curious place. You gather a description of the Fortis Kettle and a survey of its resources. You scrape away a little of the sealant, the color of amber, and the texture of wax that keeps out seawater where the hull is pierced by the spines of Aigul. You sketch the arrangement of decks and hatches, so far as you have been able to reach. But about the population, you cannot offer much detail. The tomb colonist declines to be identified, and the traveling postman laughs at you. Very nice. Very, very nice. Torpedo components and fuel for dirt cheap. I will take that. Dirt cheap is so far as the ocean is concerned, mind you. Other places it could be cheaper, but here, out on the deep dark turquoise, no. So I'll give that nonsense a 100% markup, yeah? Can I actually sail over that, or will I get bounced off like a ping pong ball and take damage? Oh, crikey, the jump scare, oh. I was so sure that I could because of the current overlaid on top of it. I mean, it did 1 damage to my hull, but the damage it did to my mental is insane. Discovered Lorcan's port. Fathom King Hold is some distance to the northwest. Yeah, like 2 inches. Thanks. Thanks, Seabat. Is this the Fathom King's Hold? A super event. My UI is gone. Lorcan's Port. Named for that most enterprising of drownies. Phosphor cells burn green. Somewhere below, The king waits. Like an iceberg, like a bizarre master's scheme, like the Neath itself, most of the hold is invisible. You see only a tiny portion of sculpted corral. The rest waits below the surface. The Fathom King's bone rooms and aquaria, his pearl snares and his dining chambers. Descend to an audience with the Fathom King. The Fathom King is the lord of the drownies, those dead who won't stop swimming. By some accounts, he's the lord of all who die at sea. Bring him a story to tickle his curiosity. Speaking to the porter has the skin of a shark. She has a drowned woman's eyes. It is not permitted to look at her hands. Yes, she rasps. That story is sufficient. She opens the valves of pearl and permits you to pass into the conduit. The throne cyst. This is the salt-blown heart of the hold. The Fathom King floats in his throne, a gem-starred bowl of sea stone, the size of a banqueting table. He's wearing a dressing gown of purple brocade, soaked dark with salt water. He leans his chin calmly on his hand. Beneath the surface of the water in his throne, his hidden regions pulse, constantly, insistently. Discuss the matter of your father's bones. Your complexity. I have a more personal petition. You know something of my father, or what remains of him. His complexity is watching you. His eyes are cold as polished stones, but a smile lurks at the corner of his mouth, like an eel in ambush. Why did the Fathom King give your father a knife? What was he doing at King Eater Castle? Your father had his reasons.
Your heart is destiny's engine,
they used to say in the Rem. Oh wait. Quote unquote, okay.
Your heart is destiny's engine, they used to say in the Rem. Your father knew that. He wanted to free himself from his destiny.
The king yawns.
He paid me for my help. He failed, and so you are here. Perhaps one day your son, your daughter, will stand before me and ask where your bones lie. Or perhaps they'll ask me for a knife.
Joy crikey. Oh. Need me some water.
If this man is a talker, I'm not using that voice. I've murdered my vocal cords many different ways. That's not one way I'm interested in doing for a prolonged period of time. Might actually permanent damage in permanent ink. Ask for assistance. Your complexity. There is a question only you can answer. To open the final gate of my journey to my father's bones, I ask this boon of you. A deal, eh? Little favors.
You are fortunate,
the Fathom King announces.
I have only a few small requests. Fulfill them and I shall tell you what you need to know. Bring me the heart of a legend. Bring me a light from the sky. Bring me a willing guest to stay with me forever. Witness the end of the eldest among its kind. Bring me word. Be the fruit of an eternal tree. And bring me something scientific, modern, cutting edge, I believe is the term. My bride enjoys that sort of thing.
You sit back. He sits back, under regions pulsing with expectation. Why does it describe it like that?
You seem quite capable, he adds carelessly. I'm sure it's not too much trouble.
When it's an execution. Two silent guards in thorned exoskeletons drag a babbling drowny forwards.
No!
She shrieks.
I am no friend of spiders. I have never purchased silk. It was a gift. Your complexity. I have always been loyal.
A spray of seawater. The guards fling the drowning into the pool. The splash soaks the king, but his dignity is unmarred. The pulsing in the pool intensifies into threshing. The drowning sinks from view, and the waters grows thick and dark. Next, the king says peaceably. What? You have brought the king a story gift. You may ask a gift in return. It's impossible to know what you'll receive. Oh, supplies, thanks.
Rosy flesh, the king intones. One from the water, tasted in good health.
He waves a gracious hand while his waters thresh. The audience is over. As you return, crab slaves carry ice boxes filled with sweet, fresh meat, pink as dawn. Compile a port report. The porter watches you write. She says nothing. Those granted audience return dazed, awestruck. The king is not generous, but occasionally he is fair. I do not prematurely. We're leaving, baby. How am I supposed to... What kind of fetch quest nonsense did he want from me? A legend's heart for the Fathom King. The heart of one of the great monsters, Mount Nomad, or the Tree of Ages? Beg pardon? A miracle of science for the Fathom King. An engine or weapon of unique brilliance. Your officers can help. Sunlight. Or some all passive sunlight. Do I have... I feel like... Oh, I'm... Time to buy a mirror box. A willing guest. Someone who likes fish? Nah. The death of something that is the oldest in its kind? Wow. Find the fruit of I guess the Tree of Ages? Or some other sort of Yggdrasil-esque entity? Hi, officers. You have any ideas? Not you, I guess. How about you, cook? Nope. Chief engineer, perhaps? Nope. How about the gunnery officer? Can't trust any of you. How about you, squeeb? Nope. Surgeon, perhaps? No. You? No. The other gunnery officer. None of you are useful. What is this? What do I pay you for? Nice simple U-turn. Send out the Z-Bat. And turn off my lights. Chugging along. Never any islands in the Z-Bat's range. Tragic, to be sure. But what can you do, right? What can you do? An abyss. Oh, yeah, I did finish the abyss The abysses. You figure there's something in this area? It'd be kind of baffling if there wasn't. But it's also in... It'll be sandwiched between two ports. Yeah, whatever. Let's go up north instead. And we can dive.
Dive, you fools.
Could be a simple endeavor, yes. Can we get unter the action, please? Oh, great spores. The observation dome is silent. Your navigator's breath is loud in the stillness. Something has been following us. It is patient. 35 hunger. Increases by increments of 5 since I have 10 crew. Where did 2 of my crew go, by the way? What is that? Does my sonar bounce off of it? Is it a solid? Yep. Let's surface them. There might be a port up there. What's the music doing, eh? We approach the Empire of Hands. Let us clasp our souls tight, lest the Pentecost apes take them from us. Here, see what the music doing. Oh, that's more like what I'm used to. Ooh, a Zeppelin. God damn it. Port's on the other side. Damn you. Why make me sail such an inconvenient way, eh? Why can't I just sail under the bridge? Well, maybe I can and I just avoided it for no reason, eh? You just never know. A belch of smoke goes up from the funnel. Use some more hearts. We have made port. A stern reminder from the Admiralty. In the name and by the power of her enduring majesty, a trade embargo and quarantine in absolute perpetuity has hereby been declared on the Empire of Hands. No ship of London is to permit aboard a Pentecost ape without express and prior permission of the Admiralty. Any and all acts of spearfish are prohibited. They know what they did. Beware of stowaways. Keep a tight grip on your soul. Excerpt from Standard Naval Regulations, Volume 4. The flea-ridden mare. With the regulations in mind, it is a surprise to be greeted by a mere itchy monkey in a tattered yellow robe, barely walking with the help of a ceremonial staff. "Hello!" cries the mayor, in the broken voice of one not yet used to humane speech.
"Come, make yourself at home. Also, welcome in, bountiful Empire of Hands."
The crew shifts uncomfortably. They know the stories. It will take more than the natural beauty of this place to make most of them risk shore leave here. Sailing the Empire of Hands. Port Stanton. The Zeppelin. Intense work is underway across the bridge. Turned away, Two monkey guards wielding rifles and rusty bayonets blocks the bridge. This is not for your eyes, outsider. Avert them. Walk away. Walk faster. Good human. Let's go. A scouting trip to the Sovereign Island. A wooden palace stretches across the whole island. Passage to it is lit by a field of tiny glim buoys. The heart of the Empire. Many boats circle the island, all keeping their distance. The one that gets closest is an extended rowboat painted in yellows, whites, and reds. 4 servant monkeys strain at the oars, while its true passenger sits in comfort behind a gauze curtain. For just a moment, an eye catches yours, but only for a moment. It will not do for a high-souled ape to see something so beneath its notice. Back to the boat. The guards stare as you row away. It will take some effort to ingratiate yourself here. Perhaps if you could find something on one of the other islands. An appointment with the flea-ridden mayor. He is not busy. No appointments are required. King of an empty castle. The flea-ridden mayor scratches himself on a chair made of crates, surrounded by boxes of long, rotten trade goods. As a 5-souled ape, he would be able to petition for membership of court. For now, the trade embargo has left him trapped on the outside. A 3-souled overseer with no talent for order. Sell your soul to the mayor. He doesn't have much to offer, but if you aren't using it, acquire fresh supplies. Oddly little of the Empire of Hand's natural bounty is edible. The monkeys will help you find the edible stuff. For a fee. Excuse yourself. The mayor returns to pretending to work. Outside, a crowd of monkeys that has absolutely not been listening in scampers away. See you, pals. The infamous Empire of Hands is just monkey business. Cool. What? Oh no. Not a scold ship. You'll never take me alive, bastard. Take my chances with what's under the sea, eh? Yeah? What do they got for me? Ooh, shiny. What does that sound? Why is it getting closer? Ugh. Oh, no, it's bothering me. Like, legitimately. A kind of obsession. A stoker approaches you in your cabin.
Captain, she says, that thing in the hold is dreaming about us. It means us no good. No good at all.
Back to work. Chide her for her foolishness and send her away. This chittering is getting under my skin. And in my eardrums, which is the more bothersome part. Blasted out the hatch. Your crew's morale is more important than why ever you're keeping it around. To be honest, I don't even know why I have this damn thing. I'll keep it.
We'll be sorry. Oh, yes. We'll be sorry yet.
Oh. Hello? Something brushes briefly against the shell. The zub shakes. Please stop chittering. I'm about to just go up to the surface at this rate. The sound is actually insufferable. Hey look guys, we found our new island, let's leave. Crikey, man. Give me conniptions. Oh, of course it was making spider sounds. Like, oh, there's a spider island. Wow. Wow. And of course there's a port for Spider Island. Why wouldn't there be? The Nativity. The sound of their constant motion is like pebbles on a beach. No, I actually hated it much more than pebbles on a beach. The scuttering reaches. Intricate webs stretch into a darkness where the shadows are never entirely still. Gossamer threads stolen by the breeze tickles the goosebumps on your skin. 1,000 unseen eyes promise 1,000,000 more. Bring light into the darkness. The sorrow spiders avoid the candlelight, but not out of any sense of fear. Though far from tolerant of outsiders, they care little enough for their abandoned webs to turn a blind eye to at least a little scavenging. Up to a point. I have no candles. Tragic. Risk exploring without candles. In this wasteland, only the false stars in the roof of the neath illuminate the webs and ruins the sorrow spiders call home. You may still stumble upon something, though. Or indeed, into something. Preparing for the Festival of Silk, the glumness of the nativity is broken by the reds and golds of freshly hung banners. Spider-worshipping weavers and widows guide the traders in readying their celebration of gratitude to the generous neighbors that silently watch over them from the shadows. Assist with festival preparations. The assistance of an experienced captain and crew will hardly be turned down. Quiet murmurs of appreciation. The traders of the Nativity have little practice showing appreciation, but at least put in an effort. In particular, they're not entirely accidentally let slip the secret of the Accord of Grace, a hospitality granted visitors by the generous neighbors of whom they will speak no ill. They do, however, hint that this only applies to travelers arriving through the port. Those unlucky enough to run around on the rocks can consider themselves... But no. A sorrow spider might hear something they would, of course, never say. The Haunted Doctor. Please, I must leave this terrible place. Please, the sorrow spiders will not take me back. Please. Welcome aboard. The Haunted Doctor hurries aboard the ship. He pauses, looking at the cursed wasteland of Savior's Rocks. The lady said I would never be able to get it back once it was thrown away. I see she was... Never mind. Is this my cabin? Yes. It is more than I deserve. Cool. Why do I need mushroom wine for this? Excuse me, do you sell mushroom wine? Of course not. Why would they sell wine? They're spiders. Be real. Be truthful. Alright, let's sail a bit out from here so I don't have to listen to the damn chittering. What is that creature in the distance? Pale visitors. The cry grows up. Drownies in the water. The pale faces of the drowned dead bob up like lamps. They're singing. Drown out their songs with the roar of engines. Drownies are drowned to fear like pickpockets to crowds. Stokes the engines as hot as they'll go. It will use fuel and may damage the ship, but you'll drown out their wretched song. Ignore it as best you can. Stop your ears. Set to work. You can't spare the fuel. Dang straight. A dreaming doom, the song of the drowny's weariness. The song of the drowny wearies the arm and dismays the mind. Draw in a breath, and you can smell the muck of the seafloor. Someone's gone overboard. Sleek heads gather round the flailing shape, and then all of them are gone. 600 hells! Down we go. No. We made it. Oh, time for chittering. Time for me to move the headphones slightly off my ears. Oh, I guess not. I guess it's quiet. Hey, I'll take it. You won't hear any complaining from me. What is this maze I'm navigating here? Can I get ghost ships? Those guys are my friends, frankly. I mean, that kind of works, I guess. Retrieve sunken treasure. A hemp sack. The sack is almost rotted away. There is a promising bulge at the bottom. A handful of scintillac. A pleasing pile of scintillac gleams at you from the bottom of the sack. Your crew crowd around, crooning appreciatively. Expensive tea? Maybe my boy won't be so upset after all. If I remember to go to him. Which I won't. You don your diving suit. The hold is a wretched half-collapsed thing, shattered beams and floating debris. Your navigator helps you move a spar of fallen steel, uncovering sealed boxes. They contain heavily salted biscuits, hard tack, preservatives, and lard. Cool. Dum. Oh. What do you figure is in there? Probably fish. Through the current we go. Ew. Brain. Bed the crew, eh? Can my Zonar please do something? Can it pick up something that I care about? Please, I beg. Oh, a port. Some distance to the northeast? My friend, I'm going to a real settlement right now. Festival? What really bothers me is that I heard chittering, which means it wasn't just a spider island. Maybe it was just an auditory hallucination from it, echoing in my eardrums. Festival. Sun! Sun! A great beam of sunlight bathes the island. Squinted into the dazzle far above, there's a hole in the roof. In that light, you see beaches of white gold sand, trees heavy with bright fruit, the reds and blues and greens of the surface. Navigate the ruins. There was some sort of installation here, and what looks like a handsome country house. Who was here, and what happened to him? Redbird singing in the dead of night. A garden overgrown with berry bushes, a wooden trestle table set for a meal, chairs strewn with bones, a half-dozen skeletons. A red-breasted bird perches on a grinning cranium. It cocks an eye at you and bursts into song, a liquid, thrilling song. It seems unperturbed as you approach to poke through the bones. No signs of violence, no fire, no bullets, no bites. These people died peacefully, sitting down to breakfast, as the surface sunlight spilled over them. Surface sunlight can kill at any time. The longer you remain here, the more danger you're in. So why stay? Perhaps they stayed because Aestival is as beautiful as anywhere underneath, and 10 times as generous. It's a fine place for a colony. You could found your own pocket kingdom, if you could do something about the sun. But what? What has power over sunlight? What makes the impossible possible? To found a colony, bring something to Aestival that can protect against sunlight. Gather supplies. The jungle here bursts with life. 8 supplies? Wow. Exotic delights. Breadfruit, sugarcane, coconut. Soft shells, crabs, and plump birds too stupid to know a hungry Zayla from a tree. Aestival is ripe with treasures unknown to Zenith. Fill your hold. Compile a port report. Write fast. The light scars. A burning afterimage. Your eyes water, the pages blur. The report is one of joy-filled complaint. Aestival has a beauty too bright to be appreciated, but perhaps the Admiralty can find something of use. No shops, so of course it's an abandoned colony. What do you expect? Imbecile. Ewan's Way. Oh, down we go. I said down we go. No islands within the Z-Bat's range. Tragic, I'm sure. Down we go. I knew it. Leviathan. Don't burst. Do not burst. And what is that creature? Hey. Why are you camping my entrance, you prick? Oh, what the? Constant companion, 750 health. Get out of my way. Get out of my way! Hideaway. On the back of a gigantic... Can you go away? I'm taking off my headphones. I don't want to listen to that while I'm reading this whole thing. Hideaway. On the back of a gigantic beast, live exiles from every corner of the Neath. Live, not live. Here gather the traitors, heretics, artists, fools, and the too honest. Despite possessing a range of radically different ideologies, these outcasts live together peacefully. Assemble a port report, explore the city, record the habits of those that dwell within. A city of strict custom. Most hideaway dwellers toil to strengthen their city against the Z's crushing weight. Those that don't instead prepare for that night's festival, and all without a word spoken aloud. If they need to communicate, the people of Hideaway rely on a strict system of acutely formal gestures. A memento. Buy a memento from the slow blinking vendor. She touches her lips and tilts her head back. Her fingers travel down her throat to her belly, which she pats. That'll be the trade. Goods for food. She passes you 3 lumps of festering flesh. She presses her fingers to her forehead and then makes a fist, the hideaway gesture of creation. These balls of flesh are apparently art. It takes some time for her to convey more about the artwork. 1 lump is a smaller version of the beast who carries the city, although missing a shell. Another is a man with a terribly pointed chin. The last is... The vendor points vigorously above you. A lamppost. It represents the miracle of modern light, here in this dark place. Festival? Or the sprightly visionary, eh? Aid the sprightly visionary. A small man with liver spots on his head and wispy white hairs on his chin is struggling to roll a wheel of heavy cabling. Together you roll through the hideaway. You pass women lugging blow torches and bags of cement, and men trying to smile as they just put on diving suits. Eventually, you pass through an iron gate to a workroom. At the room's center is a deep pit. A large electrical alternator looms against the back wall. The visionary plugs the cable into the alternator and slowly feeds the rest down into the pit. When finished, he writes a short message in the notebook chained to his wrist. Thank you. Usual helps working on the faulty line. May need you in future. As he hands you the note, he looks up, revealing his neck. It's one huge scar. You still there, bro? Supply his engines with fuel. Good joke. Funny. Join a festival. Though you do not reside in the city, the people of the city will allow you to participate in their festivals, if you aid in the preparation for them. They'll even be grateful to have extra help. One of the dwellers bows deeply before you, and performs the gesture of friendship by showing you her wrists and crossing her arms to touch your shoulders. She then fumbles in her pockets before she presses a small shell into your hand. It's curled like a wave. A little claw darts out and nips at your finger. The woman coos at the tiny creature. Apple. I need that apple. I need it for my quest. Though everyone in Hideaway has a night to celebrate a festival of their own making, most dedicate their efforts to one of three great events. The Rainbowing. Revelers will indulge in a colorful. Revelers will indulge in a colorful feast, featuring the finest food Hideaway can manage to find in the abyssal depths. The hour of our reflection. There is a dweller too ancient and too mad to help maintain Hideaway. Instead, the suggester serves a ceremonial role. During the festival, they bark out a phrase, which everyone then represents through art. Invariably, the topics are variations on Handsome Temptum's generosity or Hideaway's superb lifestyles. The silent reel. Throughout the night, the people will dance. There will be no music, nor any obligations to conform to a particular style. Feast. The rainbow. That's our food? Banquet tables are laid throughout the festival square. The smell would have a lesser sailor heave out their innards, and all of the lurid dye in the world does not disguise how unappetizing the meat is. Nevertheless, some diners rush eagerly to their seats. Participate in the ceremony of 7 sips. A chalice of an inky blue liquid is set before you. To your left, the sallow philosopher has a green drink. To your right, the conscientious mercenary is sipping something indigo. Leave the festival early. You're a visitor. Surely they won't mind if you decline to participate. Let's drink, baby. You fill your mouth with the foul, dyed water. Your fellow diners spit it out in a spray. You follow suit. When the rainbow clears, the tables, not to mention you and your fellow diners, are covered in color. The green-lipped philosopher holds her stomach, but forces a smile. The mercenary grins at everyone down the table, showing off his indigo-stained teeth. Oh, I got blue teeth now. Consume the abyssal bounty. A bell rings. The conscientious mercenary licks his lips and begins carving a squirming, squelching fish. The sallow philosopher performs the gesture of good digestion before forcing down a bite. Yeah, why not? You carve into your dinner a fish whose identifying traits have been lost to the layers of pigment caked onto it. As you carve off a bite, its mouth flaps open. Cosmogone dry trickles out. It might be tasty, if the meat weren't as chewy as gum, and if you couldn't feel the dyes coloring your intestines. Hopefully, you're fond of blue. Yeah! Chiefest Pearls, let's go! Festival servers, clear your plates and present the night's dessert. The violent dyed organs of a bound shark, laid across the table with anatomical accuracy. Oh, strange catch in Scintillake. The conscientious mercenary looks at you meaningfully and cups his cheeks, the gesture of plenty. He slices you a lobe of the shark's brain and licks the violent jelly from the blade when done. He considers the eyes carefully. Before he places one on your plate, he adjusts it to look up at you. Your first bite of the brain, and the taste spreads through your mouth like ivy. The eye is no better. It pops in your mouth, bursting into stinking jelly. Nice. Where do they store their goods? Perhaps they have something to offer. They do not have much to offer, but maybe you'll find something of interest. Strange catch. Fuel. Oh wait, I have to stealth. Oh, headphones coming on. And he's still chittering. I'm getting spawn camped. Go away. Go away, please. Oh, spider speen. There's just no way. There's just no way. First this disgusting pipe cleaner looking thing, and now the spider's just doing 360s on me. Oh, can you, like, fight each other? Full speed ahead, baby. And I'm out. It did 40 damage to me. 40. Really? One after the another, eh? Bastards just can't stop fighting me. Well, if you insist. The mouth gapes, the eyes are dull. Harvests its flesh in its mustache. The one is oily, the other is both oily and magnificent. The Gant pole? Huh? I have no idea what that is for. Give me your flesh and your mustache, please. A luxuriant treasure. Take its teeth as trophies, and its bones for corsets. What if its mustache? So many possibilities. Cut it up for exotic antimacassars. Place it over the door of your lodgings as a warning to burglars. Sell it to the Young Stags Club, back in London as a mascot. For now, let it remain in the compartment devoted to outlandish artifacts. Stygian Ivory, 2 hunting trophies, 1 outlandish artifact, and 2 supplies. All that just for 16 damage? What a good trade. Love it. Open an unprepossessing mass. There's probably something horrible inside. But probably there's not.
Fling it overboard. The smell alone is reason enough.
I'm guessing I failed the terror prerequisite. Since I have 86, wow. I need to leave somehow. I need to get home. I also kind of want to keep exploring. Not every day I get the chance, you know? Kill the lights. We're running low on fuel for whatever reason. Probably because I didn't kill the lights, but still. Strange puffs of warmth from the air behind the ice. This is the pillared sea, where Irem will lie, has always lain. Ooh. Now what do you figure this is? Snakes. A Hydra. Wow, the music couldn't be nice and comfy for 2 seconds? Really? Really? Turn the lights on just so I can see. Irem. None have ever spoken truthfully of this place. Irem, the pillared city. She will rise from the sea and the ice like dawn. She will be garlanded with red and decked with gold. The seventh serpent will watch you longingly from its high pedestal. You will always arrive as a stranger, but when you leave, some part of you will always remain. Compile a port report. You will record what you will have seen. A conundrum. When you sit down to write the report, you will recall that it was written already. Who wrote it? The report records that it was already written when it was found. Who found it? The report describes another report, which will indicate the name of the finder. Where is the other report? There is a footnote which describes where you will record its location. When will that be? When all is well, and all manner of thing is well. Sacrifice a lamentable relic. You will break the You will break the ice on a wide pool. You will toss the relic in. Nice, sure, why not? Life lived. When the waves settle, you will see falling snow and black bark. You'll see two men standing in wintry woods. The younger will prove himself to the older. Others have done so before, others will do so after. The vision will change. The old man will sip coffee on a sunlit street. He will write an order. He will send a pawn below to London. I don't have coffee, so I can't talk with them. They're bullying me. Ambiguous Aelith. Wait, do I need that? Do I need an ambiguous Aelith? Cool if I do. Weapon tree. Sunlight. A person. An old creature. I do not, in fact, need an ambiguous Aelith. A watchful curio. Oh, a mirror catch box though. That I could use. Oh, and fuel. Fuel. An extraordinary implication. How can such a thing be? Who but you could understand what it means? Huh? What's in my hold? Oh, Scintillac, of course. Fuel situation hasn't improved too much then. Well, let's head over to Fathom King. This man is on the opposite side of the world from me, never mind. Let's hit up Mount Palmerston and then we'll swing to London. Kill the lights. Let's go under the water. I have a good feeling that I can outrun this silly little spider, and there is the high possibility of food and stuff. Supplies and the like, after all. I hear skittering, I run, yeah? Well, no, it wasn't even skittering. He just went and then teleported in front of me, so we do what we can. As I said, the Untersee has been very unkind to me this session. Well, the Untersee. There's been no ghost ships, and ghost ships give me very nice things after all. And why all the currents are against me now? Tragic, really. Oh, what is this? You figure? Okay. Back up. Try me, creature. Oh, wait, I hear skittering. All of a sudden, it's not so good. But I killed it. But I killed it. Tear the cage from the boundling. The metal is strong and sturdy. You have a need for it. Oh, healing. A merciful end. Removing the cage is back-breaking work. Rods of steel run through the boundling's inflamed, swollen flesh. His body had warped to fit his cage. Even its red eyes are distorted. Pulled out of alignment by the band across its face. Before carrying the reclaimed metal away, her engineer wipes frothy slime off of it. She gestures to a stain. It'll take a bloody good sanding to get rid of this. Skitters in the dark. I don't want to fight it in the current, though. Actually, maybe I can fight in the current, and that would be ideal, actually. That actually might be ideal. But not from this angle. Well, I still don't know where it is. I want to fight it. It has 750 health. Surely it's good. Where is the creature? Why is the sound moving around my head? Settlements to the west and southwest, eh? One there, one there. Whatever, I'll just head to the settlement then, you bastard. Oh, never mind, you don't get to fight me. You lucked out, spider bastard. You are fortunate. I am not running. Lucky man to not have to face me. Let's hit up the Ragged Crow. Is it even an above water port? Oh, I need to use fuel lights. I'm getting dangerously close to 100 terror. It would not be good for me. I'm pretty sure if they mutiny, I can actually just beat them up this time. It won't go like last time, or my first run. Lighthouse protect me and undo my thing, can't dive here. I guess it's too close. Undo my terror. There we go. Wasting fuel out here. Under the Z, the Undercrow. Skittering already? Are you serious? Lights glance past the windows. Another submarine? Better not be. Things are illegal. Oh, okay. Yeah, take the headphones off again. Skittering. Funny skittering. The Untercrow. A deep, well-lit tavern. Thick with a fungal smoke and cave moss. Far above, a lighthouse fire burns. The scent of it is curiously medicinal. It clouds your head and burns your lungs. Farther into the fog, you can make out labored breathing. First things first, assemble a port report. It's little more than a cave and a lighthouse fire. But the Admiralty appreciates thoroughness. A ramshackle array of pulleys allows the Undercrow's reclusive resident to feed the fire above. The hereby smoke of the fungal fire has preservative qualities, but dust everything in a fine gray deposit. Meanwhile, the fire distracts the more aggressive moths and worn ships far above. All is well, or as well as can be expected. Approach a voice from the fog.
"You must,"
The frog voice croaks.
come closer.
The incomparable Aurelian rolls his eyes, but advances nonetheless. An almost dead man. Your passenger gazes impassively at a bulbous figure, whispering quietly. As the fog parts, you can make out milky eyes and a toothless grimace. No tomb colonist ever looked as ancient or unwell as the almost dead man before you. Gray, bloated, and nearly embalmed by the fungal smoke, it's difficult to tell where his skin ends and the stone bed beneath him begins. His breast is shallow, but his bare chest heaves to a different rhythm. A shape crawls beneath his ribs, but disappears as the man lets out a gassy sigh.
Allow me to introduce you, Captain.
The incomparable Aurelian says, slipping you a modest payment.
This is Lorenzo, my erstwhile mentor and host to the Most Moth.
The Most Moth. Entertain a dying man's last request.
You as a Marine.
The almost dead man wheezes.
Entertain a dying man's last requests.
Delivering farewells.
Morality has a way of finding us in the end.
The almost dead man wheezes to himself, dislodging a cloud of cave moths. The incomparable Aurelian spares them only a disappointed glance.
I must set my affairs in order. I owe that much to my successor.
He waves a withered hand feebly. It's not clear whether the gesture suggests the companion at his bedside or the one nestled within his ribs.
So, Captain, do you help an old man say his farewells?
There are trespasses to be forgiven. At Hideaway? At Hideaway? Again? That place where I was getting spawn camped? I don't know about that one. Speak with the incomparable Aurelian. You catch him between tending to his ailing friend and preserving an unwisely bold cave moth. A true collector appreciates patience. When my master retired here, we both thought it would be his last destination. The Aurelian's eyes take the sheen of a patient man approaching a long-delayed payoff. No one has been present at the most moth's hatching before. Well, no one who is in a condition to remember it afterwards. He spares a hesitant glance over his shoulder at the almost dead man. Of course, being by my master's side during his final days is a necessary part of the process. Sure. How did this he come to know? How did this he come to know one of the exiles of Hideaway? No answer is forthcoming, but the old man displays a broken grin.
The old history of foolhardy youths,
He confides,
who somehow became old men.
You have an important letter to deliver. Alright, you chittering bastard. It's time to scrap. Where are you? Show yourself. Show yourself. There you are. As I saw. He's so fast! Go up. Go up right now. He's so absurdly fast. What the? Actual monstrosity. I have 5 crew now. What? Oh, my ship is crippled. Well, in the time when I was born, tragedy has struck once more. You know, I think we're just gonna get a mutiny on our hands. Yeah, I think I think our long journey has finally reached its culmination. A foolhardy captain challenging a peculiar beast. The hunter became the hunted at last. To think I was usually so wise in picking my fights. But you can't run from destiny forever, and my destiny was to fight a spider and get my teeth kicked in, I suppose. Don't snow. I'm already crippled, and my ship is slow as hell for whatever reason. Even slower than usual, yes? It appears we're going to have a mutiny on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Mutiny! Fear and despair have destroyed the loyalty of your crew. Half of those who remain have taken up arms against you. You've taken shelter in the bridge, while their shots ring out around you. Cut them down. Cowards. Villains. Damn them all. Only 66%? A costly victory. A haze of blood and gunfire. Screams and imprecations. A man you knew with your knife in his heart. Rather quickly, it's over. You are drenched in blood and racked with wounds, and many of your crew are dead. But you stand victorious. Push the corpses of the mutineers into the sea and press on for what little time remains to you. You can't be serious. Don't try me. Do not try me. I will kill you. With my slow as molasses movement, I will kill you. Don't think I won't. Keep moving. And don't turn around. He's turning around. He's turning around. So be it. You wanted this. Birkin of prisoners, honey. Go figure. Sunless Sea waiting room. You know, this game is... There's a lot of things I like about this game. The lore, the difficulty, the ambience. But the like sort of key mechanic, the sailing, I can't stand it. Maybe my ships are just slow as molasses for whatever reason. Even when they're not crippled. But I don't know. Traversing in this game just seems quite slow. And cumbersome. Especially when you have to do so many trips. kinda wish that the overclocking did not have that downside of potentially exploding. But I acknowledge that you'd have to change the entire balance. Hello, Western Angler Crab. I ran from you before, but now you perish. Why? No reason in particular. Just because I think if I let you be, you'll turn around and slap me. And if you hit me from behind, well, I'm kind of SOL in that scenario, don't you think? Goodbye, friend. A perfect ambush, if I do say so myself. The beast is slain. Dissected. Butchered. The hunger is gone. Not that I needed supplies, I needed fuel. As I sail very, very, very slowly back home. I lost his Aspire, so I probably can't beat whatever super creature they want for the story. Not right now, anyway. I need to find some way to upgrade my boat, and how do I upgrade my boat? I need money, and how do I get money? Well, hell if I know. Don't you dare. I said don't you dare. Make me do it. You made me do it. You did. I didn't want to do this to you. You left me no choice. A row of watchful Z-bats hang from a cable. Their heads swivel in unison as you cross the deck. Should be able to make it just fine. Even if I were to run out of fuel, I have plenty of supplies to burn instead. And I'm not getting hungry because I'm getting 1 hunger per tick, courtesy of my crew killing themselves. They didn't kill themselves, you did. Yeah, well, they fought me, which is tantamount to suicide. They didn't do that thinking they would live. Like, come on. Unwilling assisted suicide. Or coerced assisted suicide. Okay. So we made it. It was a rough battle, but we're in the home stretch, ladies and gentlemen. This is something, all right. Also, I just noticed, is my crew all chicks? Except maybe the chef who, to be honest, is bandaged, but that was kind of hard to tell, but I think that's a mustache poking out. Whack. They just have the best stats, I suppose. Oh, Barney. Luckily, it looks like I won't be suffering a secondary mutiny. What did you hit? Is that a buoy? Oh, it is. I always thought those were some sort of flowers. But now as I'm actually looking at them, yeah, those are 100% buoys. Guess I should have known. I mean, I've used the thumbnail art for it several times, and it is just a buoy each time. A tryst! A discreet opportunity has arisen to spend time with your favorite officer. This will notably reduce your terror unless it's already low, but if you have a sweetheart back home, you may want to think twice. I am not an adulterer. The affair is at an end. It's not an affair, 'cause I had this before I had a sweetheart in London. Get your priorities straight. This will end. Perhaps they're gone. Perhaps you've thought better of it. This will end the affair. The night is a little darker. Come on, that's not the right time for that music cue. I'm guessing that's just the music cue for whenever you gain terror then. I'm home. Welcome me with open arms, good sirs. I'm coming home, tell the world I'm coming home. A breath of relief. As soon as the gangplank touches the quayside, the terrors of the deep sea lighten. Walk taller, smile more readily, for what dreams may cling. You know what? That's all great. London! More crew, please. And while I'm at it... Hey, boss. Hey, boss. Eastwood.
I had always wondered if it might be a myth.
50 echo, 1 fuel, 1 favor. Very nice. The Fathom King's Hold.
What's the old monster up to now?
Oh. Irem.
Oh, God. Oh, God. What tense is it written in?
Oh.
God. Just read it to my colleague here. He'll give you your fee. I'll be over there when you're done.
Only 20. Rosegate.
I bought his cigars when he was still in London. What's he doing down there? Eichel. Ah, Station 6. One hears strange stories. Hideaway. A city on a what? Rack. What can you tell us of those wretches? The Undercrow. Nothing more than moths, I trust.
Hey, boss. I'm moving the great game, good sir. He has you repeat it all twice. He doesn't take notes.
It's a little beyond me, he tells you. I have a friend in the palace who will be interested. Very interested. Thank you. Your fee.
Scholar. Let's chat. A strange catch. The scholar circles your specimen jar, tapping at the glass with a variety of tools. Screwdriver, magnet, scrutinizer, tuning fork, flensing knife, and a sort of slotted spoon. This will keep them from going for weeks, he says, half to himself. We'll dine at the high table tonight, I think. Have an artifact. You want to snip it? How about a live specimen? Only 100! You flick the blanket array, and the creature in the container shrinks away from the light. The scholar clasps hands in delight. Oh, it's still moving. I can think of uses for this. Have a snippet. Right on. Full repair was the Admiral's blessing, eh? Damn rats scammed me too many times. What's in my hold? Oh, Scintillac, of course. You may have it. What else do I have? Doesn't matter, just go down the list and start selling, eh? Stygian Ivory, sell. Working for the Tony, sell. Not torpedo components, so. Love those. What? Oh. The Brass Embassy? No. Nothing to do there. The Venturer's Desires. An absolute prick. The Rose Market. What's here, eh? The jovial contrarian is purchasing long boxes. His wheeled chair squeaks through the crowd. As all visitors to the Rose Market must, he carries a mirror. He's painted over the glass, though, with the face of a bat. Have it, I don't want it. How much? What? For this? Allow me to explain a fundamental principle of economics. He argues over the cost, the box's condition, and whether the wood is walnut, poplar, or elm. He then shakes your hand enthusiastically and happily pays every penny of your original price. A pair of market attendants, puffing beneath their unwieldy horse masks, help him carry it away. Wow. Wait. My house. I have a house, so I'm gonna be using it, you bastards. Again, why do I have to pay to stay in my own house? A calling card. A smoky flake of hand-lettered vellum. The wistful Deviless has come to visit. She is as elegant as ever. A little careworn, though. You almost think she looks older, but she will never look older. I miss a piece of that place, she says. Palmerston. There was a little wind that walked in the grey grass on the mountain slope. Carried the smell of ashes. I hated it because it reminded me of home. But now I wake and I think I hear it. At the convention, I had a purpose. We were going to destroy so many things. I lost faith in that purpose, but I have no more faith here. I should never have made you bring me here. Sure. Caustic tears. Her tears make a singed wreck of your handkerchief. It's fortunate she isn't actually weeping on your shoulder. I don't have a home, she sniffles. Snuffles. I can't have a home. I should never have been hatched. You pat her consolingly and wait for her to finish. It takes a while. She seems embarrassed when she leaves. Irritated even. As if she blames you. The remnants of the handkerchief are oddly beautiful, actually, like a singed snowflake. You can probably auction it. Why you bitter at me? Why you have to be rude? It's just a game. I'm on board, the other ones aren't too good for conversation. Call me Mr. Jones. How much money would I need for a better ship? Preferably with real weapons, eh? Not that. I only need 1,300, wow. This is rough. This is rough. I'll just go straight. Go straight. Hit the underwater ports on my way to the whatever the hell that is. The other underwater port that's of interest. Delivering a letter. That one. The one to Hideaway. Yes, yes. Hey, the comfy music is back. Music fit for simply drifting on this wide open turquoise, dark, damp, dank Untersee of ours, eh? Oh, it's a bit to the south. Steam Panache? Yeah. You may perish. I give you my full permission. And at my behest, I would recommend you leave. Fuel. Bien. Muy bien. Under the sea. Oh wait, is the port the lighthouse ship? Does it count as a port? So it does. Whatever, keep heading straight then. We're gonna go to the one underneath Godfall. What is this? Oh. La Criatura. The waves are flecked with light. How can you see waves under the water? Something got lit up. Shepherd Isles. Actually, we should probably surface. Grab some port reports on our way. It would likely be in our interests after all. Abbey Rock is a surface port, surely. Ah, wreck ship, finally. Finally. On me, will you? Shoot, try. Try and shoot me, bastard. Not that way, though. That might actually hit me. A simple dogfight. How did I miss you, creatures, eh? Send a boarding party. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Quick as you like. You can't prepare a boarding party. Any plan goes out as a porthole the minute your boots touch the deck of a strange vessel. Oh, there's this one again. Hey, mold, eh? Now what's under the sea, eh? I can't see. Are you an enemy? Ekidane. Die. Bastard hit me. Something else hit me, apparently. Oh. Ghost ship hit me, yeah? Get boarded. Be gone with you. The whale! Take a closer look, eh? Got terror. That's fine. Up and at 'em. We have ports to visit for the Admiralty. Abbey's Rock, eh? That was a sisterhood. Read a strange catch for a consignment of Scintillac. Sure. I'll take that trade. A port report, very nice. knock at the iron-studded gates was news. Perhaps they'll find it valuable. The muscular prioress, the abbess's lieutenant, comes to the door to listen. She nods and makes notes. She pays particular attention to news of the marsh beast predations and the traffic of the rooftops. In return, she offers a rather perfunctory blessing, but the blessing reassures your crew. Offer a gift. The sisterhood respects two things: unswerving decades of fidelity to a wholly secret purpose, and the ability to shoot straight. Perhaps you can demonstrate the second. Stone, my bro. A narrow hospitality. The muscular prioress inspects your trophy. I'll put it with the others, she says. Her tone suggests grudging respect. You, and no more than 3 sailors, are invited to dine with them that evening. And you do, on black laver bread and overcooked cavern trout, among fierce women with spiked rosaries. One of them hacks up her trout with an axe, but at the end of the evening, when the plates are cleared away, the room goes quiet. A tall nun with a startling strabismus sings in a rich, deep voice like a stolen sunset about the hills of her homeland far above. Firelight flickers on the faces of your crew. We're not bros yet, or I guess sisters. But I showed you my hunting trophy, please respond. Glitterstone Isle, eh? Where's the port? Ah. Turn off the lights, kill the lights. Stop being wasteful, eh? You. Kill the lights. Give me a lot of supplies. Oh, hey, whoa, baby. Shepherd Isles, what's over here, eh? I don't remember. In the bleak light of the false stars, surface rolling like a porridge pot, up a roar of steam and flash of fire, 3 windows swimming tentacles, and then we saw His Highness. Wait, Greybeards? Did I read that right? Yeah, Greybeards. I was here before, why didn't I notice that? It was probably a little eepy. A little too eepy. Hey, go under the water. What are you doing? I want ghost ships. I want my loot. I want my only source of income that I can count upon without taking up cargo space, which imposes on my. Oh, okay. Don't pop. Actually, you please pop. I need the hunger reduction right now. Thank you. Whee! Into the current. The current doesn't actually seem too beneficial in terms of movement speed. I got a level with you. This is just nonsensically slow. Yeah, I legitimately think it's faster outside of the current. The air is stale. An off-duty crewman keens softly. Here we are at Godfall, eh? Depressurize slowly. We don't want to shoot up like a knife or a dolphin, eh? Come on, wait, no. I thought it was the terror music. It's not. Terror music is a lot more aggressive. This is the uncanny music, huh? Godfall. What is this? Speak with the monks about their newest member. They escort you to the cell. Used to be a sailor, one whispers. We were hoping you could help us work out what's wrong. The supplicant. An old man sits cross-legged and naked in Godfall's smallest monastic cell. Oh wait, I already saw you. What? Of blood. Offer them a hunting trophy as a gift for their collection. Of shooting. Huh? Oh, it's the port report. Nice. Off I go then. To the center. To see the port. Which I have so missed. Eh? What came up as combat, eh? What's trying to fight? The beauty of the deep. That's so Dahoot. Hey, who's moaning, eh? First things first, a big shipwreck just for me. Ship of Answers. The wreck has fallen into a crevice in the seabed. It lies embraced by the stones. Aboard the wreck, the ship is silent as its watery grave. You'll have to enter to uncover its secrets. You don your diving gear. The hull door opens with a disquieting crunch. A crewman stops to pick bits of skull from his boot. Inside the wreck, bones haunt every surface. Each bone has been split and hollowed out, so that both inside and out can be inscribed. Some of the bones are dated, the first in each skeleton. It appears the crew were chosen for scrivening once at a time. There is something legible on the right ulnar of an otherwise unmarked skeleton. Scrimshander. And we'll see you, eh? You ain't moving. Oh, wait. It's the ugly. Stay away from me. I'm opposed to big ugly, actually. Hello, Dahoot. Dahoot. Drownies built a copy of London as it never was. A cathedral, and houses, and fields of flowers, all underwater. The water is cool and luminous, and at the same time it is breathable air. An almost impossible challenge, huh? Wander, look, make no comments. You're only here as a visitor. You don't need a place to stay. Dahoot, City of Peace. Water and air are the same thing here. A betrayal of nature, or a truce between opposites. Swim up the side of the cathedral, if you like, and peer in through its rose windows. You won't be able to make out anything inside. Breathe deep. Fill your lungs with a substance cooler and more cleansing than ordinary air. Walk in the gardens with the fish around your knees. Do not ask questions about the king of this place. Those will go unanswered. Ask a drownie for the latest news of Dahoot. The town is thriving and full of events. Stormless. The weather has been dismal lately. Hardly a single wreck since Saint Aegidius's day. And then it was only a little yacht with a few sailors aboard. And 2 of those were able to swim to shore, and didn't come to Dahoot at all. We just have to hope for the spell to break. Known truths. The more you look, the more you see that you are perhaps not intended to. The cathedral's crypt is a prison. The graveyard is larger than it looks, and the bones are not all buried. The border between the breathable water and the dangerous water is not marked clearly. Some have drowned in crossing over, leaving their possessions scattered on the sea floor. Very, very nice. But I must be on my way. Let's head over to Polythrim, shall we? The word fumbling is in full force today. I think it's because my eyes are tired. And did not sleep for a very long time, eh? It happens to the best of us. Well, not really. Granted, I would assume sleep deprivation is frequent for most invigorated individuals. Not that I am that. Surface. We make port at Polythrim. Not that the men of the stone boys have anything to say to me. Here is screaming. Cure the sharpness you gained in Anth. Enough time in Polythrim, and your sharpness will dissolve back to flesh. Gather intelligence. Nice. No. Won't be carrying your boys this time, friends. It's not quite in the cards. Sorry to say. Hit Port Cecil, hit there, hit there. Perfect. Our resources perfectly rationed by yours truly. Regal Complexus. Nothing quite regal about it. This thing's blue as opposed to the rest of the thing, which is purple. What is this music, eh? Oh wait, aren't there? Yes, there are. Silver eels, eh? But I'm strong enough to kill you now. Albino Marays, eh? Prepare to go full reverse. He cannot catch us fast enough. He is too weak, too slow, and too pathetic now that I have the power of two guns. Rescue a new Jonah? What? Butcher it. What's going on over here, eh? Don't you guys want the moves in the right game? Well, I believe that is of great interest to you folks. Intelligence, eh? Gather Scintillac, eh? Why don't we just explore, friends? Damn. A bad end. One of your crew strays too far from the group. You never know why. You don't know what's happened until you hear him cry out. As your crew rushes to assist, there's another cry from behind you. and as the sailor vanishes into the darkness, you glimpse a writhing coil of limbs and the glitter of eyes, and the beast is gone. The beasts. There must be at least 2 of them. Who knows how many more? You retreat with haste to the ship, eyes wide, though you see nothing more of the predators. Perhaps their hunger is satisfied. Let's play. Ooh, pages and developments. Odd thoughts bubble up each time you touch a chess piece. This one longs for home. That one has a secret desire for revenge against a slayer of its rank mate. This will be a queen one day. Those would do better as metal. You taste the metal. You ignore these thoughts and move methodically to a victory over your opponent. He blinks. Checkmate? He asks helplessly. Weak. Weak. Nothing here for me. Just sail more or less straight out. And send out the Z-Bat in case there's things to be observed. Wreck of the Emperor Wolfgang. Hey, if you say so. Hello, friend. Oh, I don't want mirrors. I want health. Sorry, I'm very much the iron guy, but still, there's a lot of health checks that I've been failing. Quite tragically, mind you. You again. $16 damage is not sufficient, my good sir. Not for your crimes. All's clear. Get tossed. You're undeserving of my dissection skills. A sailor is praying, is he? Oh, it's not under the Z. It's actually above Z, yeah? Well, what is it? A floating strand of web caresses your face. The air hints at spiders. The wreck of the Nocturne. This webbed hulk of this once proud vessel refuses to be dragged beneath the black waves. I don't have candles. Tragic. And no way to get candles quickly. Let's check this one. After we visit Hideaway, of course. Kill the lights, not just leave the lights actually. Be more convenient, eh? I'll need foxfire candles even though I don't like wasting supply on them. They don't exactly do much for us, yeah? Actually, we don't need lights. What's there to be fearful of but of fear itself, quotes some president. I actually don't remember these sounds being part of the soundtrack, eh? What's going on? The monster ship gonna come out now? Taste of all, the sun. Sure. I got a wound, wow. The light is a glory. Mortal measures. You fill the box successfully. but the sunlight has lit a fire in your bones. You struggle back to the ship and wait while the fever subsides. Be wary. This is true sunlight, and it can be unpredictable death to those who've spent too long here below. Go beachcombing. If you're lucky, you might pick up treasures. More likely, you'll pick up bits of wood and the occasional interesting arthropod. The remnants of a shipwreck. What's washed up there? Fuel, perfect. Rum's of fuel, stamped with the marks of the Royal Navy. Some naval picket met its end out here. Well, you can find a use for it. The light scars. Okay. So now we want the Fathom King's Hold. So we'll go We'll be playing Snake. A lot of snaking. Tragically. Gonna ignore you, Rem. Doesn't have much for me. Under the Z. And now we enter the Calumnies. There is a wild and glorious scent in the air. A kind of light. Why do sailors fear this place? The sun is a deadly laser. What are you, eh? Pustules, of course. Not interested. Hello, hideaway. Deliver a letter. Fine. Where's the letter? Present a farewell letter to the sprightly visionary. The wizard man stares at the letter in silent anticipation. A farewell accepted. The sprightly visionary tears open the letter, scanning it quickly, then reading it again, more closely. His emotions are guarded, but his fingers gently trace the escort around his neck. In response, the visionary writes only, "Tell Lorenzo he is dismissed from his service." Hesitantly, he gives you the salute of a cognate's commander, before rushing off to busy himself with other work. Have help. And never mind, I'm not giving you fuel. I remember. You're not getting it. Joke again. Kill the lights. We sail unter the sea in complete darkness. Fisk elegant. What the back up. A fearsome creature of the Untersee. Has perished at my capable hands. Ew, why does it look like that? You a plant or something? You have defeated a Triskelegant. It spins as it dies, jetting boiling water from each of its maws with a noise like 100 mishandled kettles. A dark foamed vortex forms. Harpoon it. It's a risk, but in fallen London they pay double for anything Poland line caught. A lot of Stygian ivory, I don't want it. Pull, my hearts, pull. The winch creaks and whines as the beast tries to bore itself further into the dark below, but the hauling line holds. Finally, the Triskelegant is spent. It floats, turning gently like a child's pinwheel. You haul the thing in with care, but it disintegrates on the cargo floor. Luckily, There are glints of value amidst the scattered remains. We sail in darkness, boys. Oh, it's Astival. We have already made port there. It is a non-concern. Ding. Much ado about nothing under the sea here. It's a long one, eh? What are you? You don't seem to be moving. Oh, great, a current. Things that actually just completely ruin movement. Actually just complete deterrence. Detrimental, actively detrimental. No help whatsoever. Oh, it's a mine, of course. No, why wouldn't it be a mine, eh? Why do you think it would be something useful? Don't kid yourself. Huh. An abyss? Why is there an abyss here, eh? Surface, shall we? I want it marked on my map. The Artisan Deep. Of course. Artisan. Out. Sound effects are just not on point. The voice work just isn't on point today. Rough, since I'm kind of banking on it for the entertainment value of this stream. Well, first things first. Never mind. Meet with an emissary of spiders. He has witnessed much, yet seen nothing, since the sorrow of spiders he serves harvested his eyes.
My good sir. Is it another salutation, perhaps? Pardon my ignorance.
He taps his blindfold.
The honor of serving the acrimonious masters does leave one at a disadvantage in matters of detail.
He smiles.
Blind to the light is not, however, deaf to rumor. I wonder, might I prevail upon the good-natured individual I have heard contributed so much to our little festival? Splendid, splendid.
He leans in close.
My benefactors have charged me with seeking a special sustenance for a special occasion. I am sure an experienced sailor such as yourself sees through the necessary euphemism, shall we say, unfortunates of little future, such as our tomb colorists, or perhaps a select few to find a different destination for the greater good. I can promise more than fair compensation for any subsequent regrets.
You may be able to obtain trusting tomb colonists towards the Vendibite if you've assisted them in the past. Funny. Why can't I compile a port report? 'Cause I need mushroom wine, of course. Of course. Why didn't I think of that? God knows. No lights, please. Let's visit the monkeys. I got something going on down there. What in the blazes are you? The Tree of Ages. I need you dead. How can I do this? Full reverse. Shut up. Back to work. Did it not notice me? Perchance? An absolute imbecile, this creature. We'll have its head yet. Foolish creature. It makes no attempt to attack. It's getting kited too beautifully by yours truly. What? It too has ranged? Oh. I think it's over. Our great battle has come to an end. Oh, maybe if it gets stuck, I can just pelt it from behind. And if I camp its ass at the right distance for it to not aggro me, I think we have our winning strategy, ladies and gentlemen. Oh crap, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. He cannot be made aware of my master plan. This imbecile. You can't die by crashing into random obstacles? I actually just might. Oh no, it sees. It perceives. It perceives. Not anymore. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Full reverse. Full reverse. Do not let it shoot you. The Tree of Ages is mine to conquer. It's mine. It's mine. Don't you dare die by bonking the damn... I'll lose my shit if you die here. The Tree of Ages uprooted. Its carapace cracks like armored ice. Bulbous, many-legged shapes swarm out, flood the water. The spiders which comprise its flesh, fleeing like rats. It's breaking up. Loot. The Tree of Ages carries no cargo, only spider flesh and venom. But perhaps you have a need for spider flesh. Ahaha, pulsing relics. Here's a writhing organ. There, a twitching limb. Your ship slows down as it navigates a slick of stinking, dying spider flesh awash with bluish, copper-smelling blood. You see and learn more than you'd ever wish. There in that tubal sheath, hollowed out with a boat hook. What is it? There will always be another Tree of Ages. The sorrow spiders are patient and numberless, but you have this one's heart. Damn straight I do. I'm that guy. I'm him. The Fathom King picked the right one, eh? Now, to get back to London was 7 HP. Saviour's Rock's some distance to the northwest. That's not looking like a port, that's looking like a... That's looking like a landmark. which isn't particularly important. I need to not get attacked on my voyage back to London. Having the lights off should suffice, I'd wager. If they mutiny, well. Not much to be done at that point. Wish there was a way to fast travel or something. Granted, resource management is the name of the game, so again, everything that I want that would be quality of life just doesn't really work in the type of game this is. He's a big bammer. The mists of the sea of autumn get into the eyes, the heart. It is not unusual to find yourself in unsuspected tears. Why is it playing the consort music? Surely there's some music that supersedes it in priority that I've passed by now. Phasm King, I got 2 of your very important stuffs. The most difficult 2, I'd wager. God damn it. And I'll see his class Corvette doing 360s to try and find potential victims, eh? You bastard. Here we are, Phasm King. I have to use a Z story each time? Really? Discuss the matter. Huh? Present the spider which was the heart of the Tree of Ages. Your complexity. Here is the heart of a legend. One leg twitches and dead reflects.
Charmless beasts.
The Phasm King remarks.
I'm very glad to see this one ended. They are no friends of my bride.
Here. His drowning chamberlain spirits the heart away on a platter and gifts you a barbed iron charm for your ship's prow. At a nod from the king, he also hands you a set of carved ivory spheres within spheres.
By way of reward,
The king explains.
for your sound choice of target.
Present the Phasm King with a box of sunlight. It's what he asked for. With utmost care. The Phasm King's Chamberlain pulls on a pair of squid leather gloves and takes the box from you. He does not approach the Phasm King. He takes it directly to a slit at the side of the room.
Satisfactory.
The Phasm King says swiftly.
As to your payment, there were optical techniques lost to the upper sea, but now you will learn them.
Other matters, good sir. The crocodile masked visitor, right? A body lies on a bier in the center of the chamber. The crocodile masked visitor moves around it, indicating wounds in its neck, head, chest, muttering. Boasting? He's speaking of the nature of the wounds, their dramatic effects on the landscapes of the body. He sounds like he's boasting, but a single tear trickles down from beneath his mask. At last the king nods. "The offering is acceptable," he says. Thorn-armored guards carry the bier through a dark slit behind his throne. The king begins, offhandedly, to outline the cartography of the deep Undersea and the patrol routes of monsters. He notices your presence and snaps his fingers. The guard ushers you out, but not before you've heard valuable, deep gossip. Here. "I've come to plead for a Zayler's life. Perhaps it's someone you knew. Perhaps you're feeling philanthropic. Perhaps you're simply desperate for crew." A wall puckers open, and a guard in a thorned exoskeleton brings in a shivering Zayler.
Captain,
she cries.
I was cold.
Go,
The Fathom King says languidly.
I won't release her twice.
Thanks, bro. To be honest, I just wanted to get rid of the Scintillac. Repair your ship. The Drownies can set to work without any need of dry dock. But they will have their due. The Song of Shaping. As they work, the Drownies sing of shaping. Of iron, of stone, of flesh. They sing of persuasion, of correction, of force. They sing of coral and how it may be punished. They sing of stars. Good talk. Good talk. Now that I have a repaired ship, I can actually continue my voyage as I intended the first time. So we'll hit Eigul, Varkas. We'll swing to Adam's Way, Isle of Cats, Rosegate, Visage. The cons, up and over into there. A perfect voyage, eh? Actually, I only have 8 fuel, what the hell? Well, I can just buy it on my way. What are these? What is that? A lorn fluke, eh? You look mighty kiteable, my good sir. Oh, he sees. He perceives. He is unlike the Tree of Ages, I suppose. Nope, he also gets kited. Oh. Does he perceive? He perceives! And in rapid advance, too. Ooh. What? What's he doing? Stop it. Stop. Don't shout at me again. Is the big one. Turn on the lights. Shoot faster. What are you doing? Shoot him. That old fury. A Zayler has run. What? Come on. Right before my triumph against a floating landmine? A Zayler has run mad. She roams the ship, cudgel in hand, smashing her comrades to the deck. She cries, "He is angry! Oh, he is angry!" Capture her alive. Perhaps you can confine her until the madness passes. Barely contained. Your crew brings her down in a shrieking heap. You drag her off below decks.
I am that old fury!
She is howling. For a moment in the glim light, her eyes seem to swirl the gray of storm clouds. Storm! What are you doing, bro? We're friends. Examine his corpse. Dangerous, but what an opportunity. I failed, but I got a colossal fluke core anyway. That deliquescing body is full of incomprehensible organs that collapse at your touch. You understand nothing, and very quickly there is little left of it. But at its center, you find a vast lump of resin or congealed gall, the size of a barrel flawed with darkness. In the false starlight, it is a deep violet purple. Irrigo, your doctor whispers. Color of forgetfulness. Oh, the color. Color, is it, eh? I recall where to use that. But more importantly, bring an officer to the Fathom King. Hi, bro. You. Why do you need fuel to eat, you bastard? Finally, it was the nerd. Mirror catch box, Clayman, and Hunter's Keep. Okay. You're running my wallets down, buddy. This better be worth it. Well, it's not even that it's worth it. I need it to finish his quest, supposedly. Untersea time. In need of a fuel. Very desperately. I go. In we go, nice and snug. Board report. Shops. There we go. Oh great, Skrittering's back, time to leave. There's nothing to kite those damn spider bastards around them, plus the spider bastards are fast as hell, so not interested. You won't catch me dead staying around there, eh? Let's see Varchus now. Wee. Roused at midnight. Have some supplies, you bastards. Wait, did I lose another crew? Are you serious? I just fed you. How did you die? Well, I guess that's my fault for not reading because I was salty. Oh no. Stay back, creature. I can see that face. I think we're gonna have another mutiny, to be honest. Tragic though it may be. Fort Erdones. You are far from light or hope. Terror is rising rapidly. Hello, Varkas. Oh. Welcome. The guard at the mirrored gate smiles. Clearly, she remembers you. Let's talk with the white-cloaked guard. The sun embroidered on his cloak are picked out with gold thread, and the edges jeweled with carnelian. Damas. He presses his hands together in greeting. then gives you an anguished look. You look terrible. You are sick with a terrible outsider's disease? Or is that what your nose is naturally like? Oh, come on, my nose is fine. Bit metallic, but still. Over your approach stations, he gives you directions to the hospital. Oh, the medics are all butchers, to be sure, but they'll walk in the light of Heir, he adds breezily, and then points out the guardhouse in the vague direction of the Temple of Heir and a street of bars and gaming houses. We don't want to get a reputation for being inhospitable. He laughs, as if he has made a grand joke, and you laugh along, weakly. The jewel-turbaned youth. He is winking at you. Is that a furtive wink or a flirtatious one? Only one way to find out. He looks utterly overjoyed to make your acquaintance, the bangles on his wrist flashing as he presses his hand together in greeting. My friends and I would be honored if you would attend a small gathering with us, Tamas. We are so eager to hear about the world outside Varkas' city walls. It seems an innocuous enough invitation, but then why does his gaze dart around so anxiously as he tells you how to find his mansion in the Eastern District? Hey, well, he did invite you after all. You're not entirely sure what you were expecting from the jewel-turbaned youth's invitation. Perhaps a candlelit dinner and a genteel seduction. It turns out to be an evening of card games and chilled wine with his rather eclectic collection of friends. Awesome. Kinda weird that you accepted that invitation, though. But as the wine is drunk and the cards are played, the gathering takes on a certain political tone. A raggedly dressed artisan begins complaining of the Agnihotri's trade restrictions. A novice priest points out contradictions in Heir's mantras. A stone carver questions whether his daughter should also have to follow in the same profession. Will you? The jewel-turbaned youth stares at you, licking his lips. Will you tell us a story? Come on, I have these stories. Tell them of yourself. It might be nice to be honest, especially to a group of people you'll never have to meet again. You wet your throat with tarred wine and fix your eyes on a carved lintel and begin your own, somewhat convoluted tale. At the end, they look slightly dissatisfied, slightly relieved. We were hoping, the jewel-turbaned youth cleared his throat, that you would tell us, he pitches his voice lower. Lies. You are a little insulted. After all, it's not as if you make a habit of telling strangers of your past. I mean no insult, he adds placatingly. We only have true stories here in Varkas, and no inventions. No made-up tales. My veils is literally garbage. Try. I failed. Perhaps the wine is muddling your tongue, or maybe the fungus smell is too distracting. You can't seem to weave the threads of your story together into a whole. Your hero, a dashing Z-captain, turns unexpectedly into a drowny, and so you pack him off to the tomb colonies, much to everyone's confusion. Enough. The hospital. I remember my friend. Offer your services. You have some skills. You could help the dour-faced nurse tend the patients on the open ward. I failed. Please, I'll do better. Oh, wait, this evening, never mind. The courtyard. Cushions are arrayed around a marble fountain in the middle. Musicians pluck their instruments under the shade of the twisted, yellow-leaved trees. Their songs are curiously prosaic, the lyrics more like a biographical sort than a poetic invention. You listen to a lake dredger's waterlogged, lotus-rooted dirge. You sway to the slow, steady ballad of the fungus collectors, and join in the lamplighters' quick-footed dance which mimics their evening rounds. The evening finishes with a song of Heir, which is sung to the accompaniment of stringed instruments and drums and polished glass prisms, which split the white light into rainbows in counterpoint to the notes. Once again your dreams are full of whispering, glittering smokes, mirror vapors that coil into reflection warping shapes. Dawn. Not yet, Tamas. Well, excuse me, princess. Onwards and forwards to Adam's Way. Jury's out on how effective the terror management was. You know what? Ignore Adam's Way. Just head straight to Isle of Cats. Stay away. Stay away with your face in the face in the face. I am not interested in battle on the open sea, where I cannot kite and snake and weave my way across a circle. Whenever I press the map key, I feel like the toddler going, "Are we there yet?" But we're not. We're never there yet. The journey is long and perilous. Though our ordeals are spread between large swaths of uneventfulness, apathy, boredom clings at the soul. It is as they say, apathy is death. Statement. Peter's rocks, nice. Hello, particularly tormented bound shark. You see me, do you? Lights on then. Missed moron. What? Why are you burning? How are you burning? You're an organic creature. Two hull? Two. If I lose one more crewmate, we're crippled. And our journey will take even longer. Which is, not exactly what I want. You know, call me crazy. Call me a bit impudent. Call me a bit impatient. Board report. Hello, friends. Oh wait, you guys are robbers. What is this? You'll not have a piece of my coin. What's in Rosegate? What? Can I see? Oh, yes. A great many things, it appears. Unter the Zivik go, yes, yes. The Afarox Channel. Down we go. To poke our heads into Rosegate, maybe help our cigar boy, Probably not. He doesn't need help. He does need help, but not from me. He's not getting help from me because I have nothing to help him with. Also, there's the disgusting thing. Cigar, friend. Romantic literature. Oh, so I didn't need ambiguous Eolith. How was I to know, eh? A pamphlet. Let's smoke a bit, eh? 3 terror. The crochet tobaccoist cuts you a cigar and lights it. You draw slowly. Your mouth fills with a flavored fog, heavy on the tongue like honey liquor. The tobacconist smiles. Your mouth will start to burn soon. Tolerate it. It's a transition phase. Before something rather refreshing. See what I mean? Just hold. Nice. Unfortunately, I'm leaving. Ahoo! Let me out. Faster, 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 faster. Down. Well, the ship's crippled. I hate this. We are the champions, my friends. I can't stand this. Go faster. It's gonna blow up and my ship's gonna just die and it will be the lamest way to end this saga. But really? Really? Triple my ship, will you? Maybe I can get crew from Khan. From Khan's shadow, there's surely some hooligan ruffians that would just love to come on a ship and fly away. Actually, I think I'm gonna get terrored, so... Well, might as well get a hunting trophy. Have the one-eyed scrimshander carve something for your from your hunting trophy. Wow. His tools are laid before him in a neat row. Or watchful curios. Very nice. He rubs his knobbled fingers over the trophy, clicks his tongue. Good bone. He grinds, he chips, he engraves. He mutters in a half-dozen languages of the Presbyterian. Soon, 4 little blocky figures of bone stand in a row before him. Their eyes are wide and angry. Saw these in the Elder Continent once. Still do when I sleep, or when my mind wanders. He drops them into your palm. No charge. If they start watching you, maybe they'll start watching me. That's great. I love that. Have a captivating treasure. Have an outlandish artifact. Have a supply. Oh, it's an aft. Whoops. Wow. You know what, we're just beelining it home. Actually, yeah. We kind of have to. It's our only option because otherwise, we're gonna get double terror mutinied, I think. Really, I don't even know if we'll survive this mutiny in the first place. I'm banking on it, but it's certainly not guaranteed. I'll tell you that much. There's a lot of gambles being done here. The gamble of my ship not blowing up, the gamble of the mutiny being won. Much to do. Cut them down. I failed. At long last, the run is over, just as the last one was over. To mutiny. Give me the chart. Give me the chart. Give me the chart. Remys Ratatouille. It was a good run, Remys Ratatouille. You were close. You were close. Ah. The veteran, of course. Mortality. The Fathom King is a bit too cruel. My lord. Remys Larata. Remys. El Kosmo. But that just means I can play off stream now, finally. You may not notice, but you can't have multiple saves in this damn game. I don't know why. But now, my obligation to finish that run is finally over. It didn't end in the way that I wanted, but at least I did a lot of cool things, like killing the tree, the super tree. The tree that had 900 health through sheer dogfighting ability. Well, that is the stream over. However, that will not be the end. Well, it'll be the end of this stream, but I'll be streaming immediately after anyway. Because I have time. So, I'll see you soon. Like, very soon. Like, I haven't decided what I'm gonna play, but sure, why not, right? Now. Anyway, see you there.